Good morning, Leo. Happy birthday to you. Let's get some cards pulled and see what the month has in store for you. Let's clear the energy first. Angels, spirits, guides. What do our Leos need to know? What do they need to learn? So please ask Leo collectively, their spirit to work with me. Allow spirit to work with me. Draw the correct cards that will make sense to me and resonate with the Leos as well. So let's get started with 3 energy cards. So as usual, Leo, please be aware that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone. So take what feels right to you. If you hear something or it catches your attention, that's resonating, that means something, so you're being guided to pay attention to it. So let's have a look. Okay, your first energy card is attachment. Okay. Your second energy card is storm warning. So you've got some challenges coming up. And your third is the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So the third chakra is the solar plexus chakra. This is the chakra that governs our feelings of capability, our feelings of power, our feelings what we can do, what we can't do. So when that's been activated, and when this card shows that it's been activated, then you may be doubting your own ability somewhere or in something. So attachment can represent the devil in the regular tarot because it's showing either an obsession or when somebody can be trapped in a style of thinking or their belief system or their behavior. So it can also mean addiction. And I don't mean always just drugs or alcohol. I'm talking about somebody can be addicted to shopping, exercise, gossiping. You know, there's many forms of addiction. But we'll see what the tarot say. Storm warning is interesting because it can mean, it's an advice card. It means that externally something can be taking place with, that's not in your world but could have an impact upon you. So we'll see what tarot we draw with that. And we'll see what's what. Angel, spirits, guides, can we have some clarifiers, please, for our 3 energy cards, which are attachment, storm warning, and the third chakra. So the third chakra, as I say, is about I can. That's the major thing for this chakra. I can. So what are you doubting? Hopefully you're not doubting, and hopefully you'll get a nice message to confirm that you're perfectly able to do something that you need to do. Oh, these cards are a bit lively this morning, or is it just my nails? Okay. Right, attachment. We have the Queen of Cups, so it can be an emotional attachment then. We have the 10 of Pentacles, brilliant card, a wish card in the material world, and the 5 of Pentacles, interesting. So storm warning, please, 3 cards. 3 cards for storm warning. Let's have that one. Decided to make it. And the King of Cups, so we've got the King and Queen of Cups up there. Wheel of Fortune right in the middle, that is absolutely brilliant. And we have the 9 of Wands. High Priestess, the 8 of Wands, and we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to start as I normally do with the first card, go to the center card, go to the last, the 9th, because they hold a little bit more important positions and they have sometimes a little bit more clout over the other cards. So Queen of Cups, a very emotional energy. Okay, so all queens are water energy and cups are emotional. So this can be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. So whether it's it can be an emotional attachment to a family, with a family member as well. because this is about emotional equilibrium, and what is stopping the emotional equilibrium can be either my fear about because she's a very motherly card, a mothering and nurturing energy, and it can be a he or a she, they're not gender specific. So it can be when somebody is quite worried or concerned or obsessing with a member of their family. They might be basically living in fear, because it can be fear of somebody becoming whose behaviour is either extreme, so they can be worried about somebody drinking or taking drugs, or they have that so they have that devil energy of obsession or addiction, and this can be somebody who really cares for this person and really wants to see them well and healthy and functioning properly. So that's your first, and it's all coming in with the King of Cups and Storm Warning, so this can really be a family issue for some of you. And it's not about yourselves, it's about somebody else. Okay, I'm going to move to the centre. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, oh my goodness, it just means that your time is coming in, your time of opportunity, your time of the universe having your back, your time of good fortune coming in. So it's coming under Storm Warning, so don't miss it. Be ready. Be clear about what it is you'd like to achieve in your life, because this is a card of grasping the moment, of just seeing the opportunity and going for it, because this card will not hang around forever, because if you can see, it's a circle, so it's all about cycles. So you're moving into a really fortuitous cycle, so make the most of it. Be ready. What is it you're hoping to achieve? Now, also in regards to the possibility of somebody's addiction, whether it's shopping or whether it's more serious, because I've got, as I say, the Queen and King together, so it feels like a family united. You need to know that the person has to walk their own walk. They have to walk their path, no matter how much you'd like to see it different. And it's very hard to watch someone who's in active addiction of any shape or form, but they have to do it. And you need to know that there's a new cycle coming in around the attachment. So it feels like somebody can either be coming out of attachment and moving into freedom. So so that is lovely as well. Now the Seven of Cups can indicate here an emotional overload. So it could be the worry about somebody else. It could be you're constantly watching them to avert disaster. You're constantly anticipating the worst possible outcome for this person. So basically you're living in fear. And that isn't a comfortable place to be. Emotionally, it can be very overwhelming. So this card will say that you have choices and decisions to take, and you need to do them, take those choices when you're not feeling emotional, and this will indicate an emotional overload. So you can still take these decisions. You will still take those decisions, but try and calm down. Try and take the emotion out of it. Try and do a 5-minute meditation. 5 minutes, we can all find 5 minutes, can't we? 5-minute meditation. Listen to the voice. Breathe when they tell you to breathe, and that will help calm your whole system down and calm your mind down, because this overwhelmed feeling can be when the mind is racing ahead. And you also have to look after yourself, because I am not ignoring this completely in regards to you. You need to look after your well-being, or you may be forced to take time out, and if that can be avoided, then I would avoid it. Okay, I'm going to go back now to you. So in regards to the Wheel of Fortune, you've got a wish card sitting beside it. So this can indicate that you are going to have a wish, a dream, a hope fulfilled. It's a cracking card. Now, it's a card of being pentacles. It's about money, or it can be about a job which provides the money, or it can be the home that makes me feel safe and secure. So therefore, money in regards to a home. It can be about getting a promotion, a job. This is such a unique card. This card will mean so much, so many different things to different people. Because for me, it would definitely mean a heap of money and freedom to be able to do exactly what I wanted. So what does it mean to you? Because something you have now, the potential of this new cycle coming in where you're going to have a wish or a dream manifested. So be clear about what it is you're hoping to achieve. Because if you don't want to give off mixed messages because you'll get mixed results. Be clear about your dreams, your wishes, your hopes. And it may be as well your dream in regard to somebody within the family that you're concerned about. That can be manifested. As I say, it feels very much like the cycle will come to a close in regards to attachment. Now, it's not just about the fact that the person may have addictive behavior patterns, or they're in addiction, or it can be that you can be obsessed by the person. You know, you might be constantly checking up on them. You might be constantly phoning and quizzing them and digging for information. So you can be, because somebody else is in addiction, it can create obsessive behavior within family and friends. So you need to bear that in mind, that somebody else's addiction can create something within you. So, but I am feeling we're moving into a completely different cycle. So it means somebody's going to get better and release you from, you won't feel the need to check up and be obsessive and do the digging and be trying to find out information. Now, we've got the Five of Pentacles here. So you may be feeling quite hard done to. And the very fact that you've got this fantastic wish card coming in, it may be because, it may be not because, it may be that you've gone through it, you've had a tough time of it. And so this is like a double blessing, because you've been either in hard times, or you are appreciating the fact that I've had a run of bad luck. Now this good luck's coming in. I'm going to make the most of it. I'm really going to enjoy it. But the one thing you've got to be aware of this card, especially when it comes with these others up here, is do not feel sorry for yourself because somebody else is in this addiction. You may feel, maybe as a mother or a sister or a father or a brother, whatever, you might be thinking, why us? Why our family? Why do we have to be embarrassed like this? Why do we have to be constantly worried about Joe, you know? So be aware that there may be a tendency for you to feel sorry for yourself or your family and your loved one. You're sorry for the person that's either in this addictive or behavior, but you're also sorry that you're having to experience it. So, and I understand it, it's a very human response, but it can be an energy block. So be careful about staying too long in that energy. When you find yourself going into it, just say, oh, well, you know, it is rotten. It's been a crap time, but I need, and the interesting thing as well is with other people's behavior, you cannot allow it to affect your happiness. And we tend to do that. We tend, a mother can have a whole day ruined because she doesn't hear from the person she's worried sick about, you know. So you have to get on with your life. You have to find your own emotional stability, your own emotional equilibrium, even though somebody else can be doing something that is very concerning to you. Okay, now the King of Cups as well. So very much the same thing. It's a family concern. But I'm also seeing that this is a good partnership. So within your world, you will have either the joy of having a mum and dad who are really caring and supportive. And even though I don't think the addiction is maybe about you Leos, maybe it will give you Leos food for thought about what you are doing and being aware that how supportive your family have been over the years, maybe for other issues or other things. So just be aware of that. Now the High Priestess she's very much about intuition, about really paying attention to your gut instinct when it comes to your emotions and your family and the people you love. So if all of a sudden something flashes up, you might not know where it comes from. Pay attention to it. Please pay attention, because you're getting that little bit of warning and that intuition, whether it's good or bad. You may actually start to think, do you know what? I just looked at them and I thought, it's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. It's all going to come right. Allow yourself to believe that, because that's real. That is you experiencing that intuition. But the High Priestess, actually, I think it's one of today's cards. I lose track of the days, actually. But the High Priestess is also the keeper of secrets. So you may be protecting the family secret. You may be protecting the behavior of someone and not want it to get out there. So it's about playing your cards close to your chest and keeping stum. And I'm saying that that's absolutely fine, as long as you're not colluding with the person, because colluding with the person keeps the situation going. Because, for example, the wife who will phone up her husband's job and say, oh, Joe's sick today, he can't come in, but she knows fine well that Joe is so hungover or whatever. That's collusion. She might feel that she's doing him a favour, but she's not, because he's not facing the consequences of his behaviour. So be aware of when you're protecting and be aware of when you're colluding. Okay. Now, so we've got this beautiful 10, the Wish card, the Wheel of Fortune, speaks for itself. And now we've got the 8 of Wands, and that is success coming in. And it's success that will take you by surprise in regards to the speed. I mean, I'm asking you to clarify what it is you want to have happen, what it is you want to get manifested, because the potential here in these cards is really huge, and I love it. So, but it may just take you aback a little bit, and that's why you feel a bit overwhelmed, because you might be thinking, I'm trying to deal with this, and now I've had this job offer, because this can be success coming in. It can be about enlarged territory, more responsibility. It can be about travel. So for some people, it can mean them maybe getting a promotion, and then being, part of their remit will be, right, you're going to have to go to London once a month, you're going to have to go to Italy, so the job changes a bit, and they're loving that aspect, but it might just be a little bit overwhelming in regards to the time, because there's an element of surprise here with this, how sudden it all takes place, how quickly it all comes in. Now, we've also got this is a brilliant card, but we've got the 9 of Wands here, and this can be about realizing either how much you've sacrificed, how much effort you've put into something, and it could be in regards, so although you're seeing it paying off, you might be thinking here, right, as I move on, I need to really establish my boundaries and how I want things to be. So this is a card of something has to change, and it can be in regards to the person with or the attachment, or it can be in regards to the family. But this card is about realizing that something or people or an individual is having an impact upon you, and we get to a point where we think, I can't keep doing this. And I would be saying hallelujah, because you can't keep colluding, you can't keep covering up, you can't keep abetting, even though you might think at the time it's the right thing to do. So there's a lot to think about in your cards this month, for your birthday month. So as I said, very quickly, we have this wonderful wish card, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have success. And so you've got this core fantastic energy going on. But around on the outskirts, there's the worry about someone's behaviour. There's the worry of maybe colluding instead of instead of allowing someone to face the consequences. So you may feel, well, I can't let Joe lose his job. But maybe Joe has to lose his job to actually face facts. Maybe money will have to be short for a while so that Joe can actually realise, I've got a problem here, I've got an issue. So your support of somebody else is necessary, it's quite vital, but don't slip into colluding with them. There's a big difference between support and colluding. And people don't often recognise when they overstep that very fine line. So actually you've got very, very good cards for you, and you've got a little bit of advice and warning about dealing with others. Now, with the third chakra and the High Priestess, although she's saying to you, pay attention to your gut, pay attention to your instincts. So, but this is a card of I can do. So you need to, what this would mean is you need to try and develop the skill of knowing when it's your ego talking to you or your instinct talking to you. Now, ego is meant to protect us, but it goes into overdrive and it tends to overdo its job. And then it turns into a hindrance. It's not a help. It's not a support. So for me, the bottom line, and I'm saying this as a therapist, the bottom line for ego is if it's making you feel bad or it's telling you you cannot do something, then that is when you think this is my ego, because spirit and intuition will never lead you astray, and they will never give you negative messages. They will not encourage negative self-talk. Spirit doesn't want you criticizing yourself and doing yourself down. So if you're speaking negatively about yourself, like, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that, that's your ego. That's your ego talking. As I said, it's meant to protect you, but it oversteps the mark and stops people from trying and stops people from achieving their potential. So don't allow that. Learn the difference between instinct, true instinct, which is always supportive, and your ego, which is coming from a place of fear. Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 oracle cards. Let me have a little shuffle here. Angel Spirits, guys, can we have 3 oracle cards for Leo, please? Okay, 3 oracle cards for Leo. We've got strength. And this is about moving on. The card number is 40. Oh, you can't see that, can you? The card number is 44. 4 and 4 is an 8. 8's a really, really solid energy. And so it's knowing that you do have the ability. So why would you be doubting yourself? Don't do yourself down. You have the strength that it takes to weather whatever storm is in the family, support somebody on their particular path without falling into colluding. You can do this. And we've got come together. Beautiful card, another 8. So there's so coming together really means about the joining of minds. There's many different aspects to it. Colette Baron reads her meaning is actually quite simple. Sometimes it can be the meeting of minds, the sharing ideals, the shared standards, the shared hopes, shared dreams, but it can be when 2 people literally get together. And so that for some of you, there may be a deepening of an existing relationship or the beginning of a new relationship. So that's, and by the way, it is a beautiful card though, isn't it? It's really sweet. I love it. Okay. And another card, please. Another oracle card. Okay, another oracle card, please, for Leo. One Ring Circus. Again, this is 6, so it's about, again, building up, moving on, building up, doing something solidly grounding. You may feel isolated. You may feel that you've got to do it all, that everything gets left to you. But but you need to know that you're moving forward as you, and it's a feeling. Feelings, they're transitory. So this is a card of actually making headway, moving on, establishing yourself. It's a great card for career consolidation and consolidating your position somewhere. So I like it a lot. So let's have three soul cards. So angel, spirits, guides. Let's have 3 soul cards. Sorry, I'm working on. So 3 soul cards. So this will be where your obstacle, where you need to focus, maybe do a little bit of self-work, or, so let's see what message Spirit have for you. Service. I feel good when I can help others. Okay, and we've discussed all this about supporting somebody through whatever trials and tribulations they're going through, and that can make you feel good. But you've also got to be careful about rescuing people, because it makes you feel good. It's good to help out, but don't fall into that not that mindset, that habit of always having to be the rescuer, because that is actually saying something about you and you needing to feel good. So service is about feeling good when you can help others. So do something constructive. It can be, as I say, but think about and humour. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So when it all gets a little bit heavy, especially around addiction and people's behaviour, just see the funny side of it. See the funny side of life. Watch some movies that make you laugh. Watch programmes or sitcoms that cheer you up and make you laugh, because it's all about laughter. It's all about seeing the lighter side. And discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay? So you've got the strength to be able to do it. You can do it. You've got the self-discipline. Even if you think, I can't do it, the cards are saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can be strong enough to help, but not go into rescuing. You can be supportive in a communal sense, of being neighbourly and helpful, and that will make you feel good, or doing some voluntary work, whatever. That just being generally helpful does make a person feel good. But so you've got the strength to do that as well. So in discipline is very much about being able to make the most of these opportunities that are and the success that's coming your way, and not going into panic. I'm not up to it. Yes, you are. And you have to, at that point, just say, right, I know I can do this. I know that this is just ego talking. Let me crack on with the job in hand. Because you've got really good cards, actually, which is lovely. So, as I say, very centre of your reading, Wheel of Fortune. How fantastic is that? So this is meant to be. And it won't hang around forever, so make the most of this opportunity. Grab it. Wish card, 10 of Pentacles. So something you're manifesting, a dream, a wish, a hope is coming right. It may be in connection with somebody else as well. You may be praying for somebody, or hoping they come right, or hoping things improve. And yes, they will. But there is success coming in for you. So I'm just enjoying it. And for some of you who are not with anyone at the moment, this is lovely. This is just a beautiful energy that's come together, because the Lovers in Tarot is all about passion and drama. This is about meeting somebody, a shared sense of humour, same standards, same ethics, same morals, same, it could even be in the same industry, but there's so many different levels of connection with this card that it's absolutely beautiful. So enjoy to the max, and let me know if this resonates with you and what transpires afterwards. Okay, bye for now, Leos. Take care. Bye.